When I was younger, I was the little white kid in school that could dance, and I was, we would be at the school at the prom, and I had all the black kids around me going, "Go, white boy, go!" They would be like yelling for me. When I was in college at UNC Chapel Hill, that I started studying dance. To me, I don't feel like I chose dance. I feel like dance chose me. So I had a teacher, her name is Marion Turner. I still remember her to this day. And she pulled me aside my senior year of college, and she was the one who kind of encouraged me to audition for Juilliard. My name is Richard Patton, and I am the dance teacher at Durham School of Arts. The Juilliard experience was really intense. It's exactly kind of what you see in the movies. I did the national tour of The King and I, so that was my first job out of college, was I got a Broadway show. It was about 12 years ago. I just got off of an injury, so I hadn't been dancing for a few months, and I needed a break from the city, so I came down to North Carolina to visit, and while I was down here, I ran across a job at West Johnston High School out in Johnston County. That ended up being about 11 years at West Johnston. My job was not just educating the students, but I also educated that entire community. Does that make sense? By bringing them dance. I came to Durham School of the Arts, maybe this is about 2 years ago. I kind of felt like I maxed out at the other school. We won, Best Musical. My dance team I started, they won a 2-time national championship. Down here, I'm kind of married to my work.
He was such a great dance teacher, and when I heard that he was coming to Durham School of the Arts, I had to apply.
DSA was my dream school, so in 6th grade, I just went ahead and enrolled and did the lottery, and I'd always thought DSA was going to be victorious on TV, and that was just how I imagined it.
It's raw. I mean, I first came in here thinking Durham School of Arts. Wow, this is going to be like some huge art school where they're going to be. And they did not have a lot of training. There's life lessons that you can learn in dance that can make you successful no matter what avenue or pathway that you take in life, And that can be just like self-discipline and being punctual.
We're always together. We perform together. We see each other mess up, and we see each other do great things,
Dancing is like a stress reliever for me, so I really enjoyed being able to channel everyday life and put it into dancing, and it was very important to me that I could express myself through movement. I would probably be a mess if I didn't have dance.
When I see a kid who I had in dance class who was really shy and was not confident, and then I can see them like in a few years, and all of a sudden they're holding their head up high and they're able to walk into and look at somebody in the eye and shake their hand. That's through dance.
Dance was even a thing that people fought over, that people had competitions over, that people were actually doing something to change other people's lives. And I guess that's what kind of made me a person to step up and be a part of that movement. Dance isn't about looking the prettiest. It's about dancing and feeling the movement and the rhythm and letting it take over your body.
It's not just a recreational dance class where they're here just having a party, but it's if they bring their mind to the class, the body will join. Mother and child, step and go. Ha.
There was one time when I said I made a joke about him, in the dressing room with some friends, and I was like, oh yeah, I bet he didn't even go to Juilliard. He just got the hat from a gift shop. And it was stupid, and I didn't mean it at all. But because I had told him, and he was really upset. And it was just really hurtful to see someone that, inspired me so much, and then I really look up to, just be really hurt by something I say and be really upset with me. And that was hard for me.
Yeah, I remember my first time meeting Mr. Patton. He was a quiet guy. He didn't really talk too loud. And that changed very quickly afterwards.
As someone who may not dance and don't go to a dance studio, you might come into the class and be like, whoa, what's happening? But we're used to it.
The kids sometimes think that they call it extra, that Mr. Patton, you're so extra. But they don't realize that I'm trying to teach them qualities of life, not just about dance. Respecting themselves and respecting their body and their instrument. They have one instrument in their life to take care of. Whether you dance or not, that's something that you can hold on. People think that I can get intense but I like my intensity. I like that I'm passionate. I know that there are other teachers that aren't passionate, and I wouldn't like that kind of teacher. I like the crazy, passionate guy who loves it, and he's gonna push me, and he's gonna make me do something.
He's a great person. He only wants the best for us, and he's only gonna put as much love as you put into him, and I feel like when I get older, I'm gonna look back on his teaching and be like, yeah, that really helped me.
We've improved as a company and dancing together drastically. We feel each other. We don't look down on others' ideas. We incorporate all of our ideas into our dancing, which makes our company different from the rest.
Dance has just made me really close with a lot of people. Like Yosef and Kusai, I know if we weren't dancing together every day, I wouldn't talk to them. They're so different, and we're such different people.
After years of teaching and you're in these arts jobs, the kids become your kids, and you become very attached to them. When I see them create work, and Yosef, the boy in company class, kids like that to me is so worth it. I see him, and to be able to see that I could have a kid, he could have a career in New York as a dancer, and that he loves it. And he's not maybe so great in English and math, but he comes to dance and he is outstanding. That is worth it for me.
This is gonna sound really weird, but usually when I create a piece, it starts by looking at maybe a tree, and I'm like, I like the way that tree moves in the wind, or I like the way that bee flies up and down. I used to think dancing was only tricks and stuff, but she can account to this. But now I do a lot of tricks, but I like to just move, if that makes any sense.
It's a really weird job, you do all of this work, and I put all of my work into the hands of 15 to 16-year-old kids.
What are you looking at?
I was a little nervous, but I was more kind of just trying to live in the moment, because I was just like, wow, this is my last time I'm going to dance on Hillside stage. Backstage, I was excited.
Yeah.
I was not nervous. I was pumped. I was ready to dance. I was very excited to dance.
The way that was arranged on Friday is the theme of the show, they pick it. So the school picks the theme. Just because they were artists that I quickly chose Madonna and Janet Jackson because I grew up with them. They were just I'm old man, so.
For every performance, we hold hands in a circle, say a little prayer, and then we do this hand squeeze around the circle, like a what is that word?
I don't know, you don't
Transmit energy to each other. We're connected right before the performance, and I feel like it makes our dancing better.
Before we went on, he almost cried.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
almost cried. He couldn't even like stay to
Yeah,
do
he's
the
not an
little
emotional
circle
person.
thing.
I didn't really get nervous until it was time for me to like go out and do my little backflips because, you know, I didn't want to land on my face, you know, and these jazz shoes are like a little slippery, so I didn't want to slip and fall. So that was like the only time that I kind of really got nervous about the dance.
Wow, that was so good. It was very good.
And we definitely came to Stargaze to do our thing and dance like nobody was watching.
Oh, Stargaze, yeah, I stole the show. DSA stole the show.
My boyfriend came to see me, and it was like the first time he's seen me dance. So like right after I performed, he was like, "Good job on the turns, you did so good." And I was like, "Ah."
If you know Mr. Patton, you know when he's not the person to be like, that was good and it wasn't good, but
He will tell you.
yeah, he would
that
tell
was
you it was
bad.
trash.
It's been better. It's
That's the one thing that I think that DSA did above the other schools is that my kids knew why they were on stage, what they were dancing about, you know. I am lucky because I get to come into work and do something that I love to do every day. If I look at the overall picture and look at what I am doing here and how many kids I am affecting here, it's not a bad job, you know?
I kind of live by this motto that once Mr. Patton said this one time. He said, "It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it." And I just feel that that is my life motto.